Live on YouTube, and we are live on the Sevens with Pythias B Metatron's internet radio station. I am thankful and grateful for being here, and I am thankful and grateful for everyone that has taken time out of their busy new year 2025 schedule to come and hang out with your boy PB for a while. It's been a while since we have been online. Uh, and it's not because I haven't had a lot to say. Oh, I've had quite a bit to say. However, I appreciate my spirit guides. Y'all know them, Metatron and those, because they are, first of all, they talk to me like I talk to everybody else, and that way it could get a hold of me. And secondly, they never pull any punches. They always tell me the truth. They always tell me what is best for me. And uh, since the middle of December, I've been feeling some type of way, not at anyone in particular. I am in the Neptune phase or period of my birth year. Birth year 61 is coming to a end, and your Neptune period is the period that all of your hopes, well, all of your goals and desires. I don't like that word hope because you can hope in your left hand and shit in your right hand, and guess which one will fill up faster? Yeah, the right hand. Uh, but all of your goals and your desires and active pursuits and dreams and wishes and aspirations, they come up for review and rejuvenation, as well as anything that you are fearful about or afraid of. And see, I got an issue because I'm not afraid of shit. However, I have things that come up that cause me to concern or cause for the pause. And so all of that is swimming together. October, November, had a little minor health flare up. Y'all that are regular know what my health issue is. And it manifested in a totally new and different way. The symptoms came differently, and the actual episode played out differently. So that threw me back for a minute, and I had to do some inner reflection and some careful examination, not only of my own attitudes and beliefs about it, but also about the things that I input and intake into my body that either contribute to the episode or diminish it. So I've been going through all of that. I've been getting clear about two of my passion projects. I got about probably 16 of them somewhere in the stages of thought and or already being manifested. But I'm clearing all of putting all of those that are not uh, immediately going to affect positively affect my bottom line and my financial capabilities, putting those way on the back burner. In fact, I'm taking a lot of them off of the damn stove, and I'm dedicating the burners for two of my projects. And I am going to have them both completed by the fall equinox. So, and as I uh, uh, usher in birth year 62 this coming Sunday, I am now in the pool of the birth year. So, uh, all that shit that I had on my mind to talk about since December, it's still there, but there's no need to rehash a bunch of shit. Plus, my guy said you didn't already told folks what was going to happen, and the people who are in tune are not shocked. by what's happening. The only people that are shocked by what's happening are those myopic folks that don't lean in common sense, logic, and sound reasoning. The people who pimp and pump emotional rhetoric and fear mongering, those are the only people that is right now. The folks who have common sense, who lean on their common sense, logic, and sound reasoning, they're just like, okay, let's see what happens. So, again, I'm thankful and grateful for each and every one of you that is here today. Uh, I think it is uh, hilarious to see um, the political folks in America, to see them. One side is acting like a 5-year-old kid having a tantrum because mommy took the lollipop away. And the other side is just going down a checklist of promises that they made. Said, if elected, I will do this, and this. And the losing side is like, oh my God, they're like, I can't believe this is going on. Well, this is what he said he was going to do. So what? Again, there have been things that there have been executive orders and things that have been signed that anybody that's not in the know would be like, oh my gosh, oh, and then of course, we have a whole group of folks that are mad because they've been told they were mad and don't know the real truth about the matter. I'm just going to talk about one of the issues politically, and then we're going to move into the lesson. We got a bunch of people, a bunch of African American folks who are totally upset with the removal and ending of the DEI programs in the government. And somebody like myself who knows the inner workings of DEI and knows the inner workings of the affirmative action program and knows the real stats connected to both programs, I am thrilled. First of all, I've never been a fan of affirmative action. I've never been a fan of filling quotas. I've never been a fan of hiring somebody or giving somebody a preferential treatment because of the color of their skin or their sexual orientation or their nationality or anything like that. I come from a generation where merit mattered. I was a kid that got cut from my basketball team in high school and made me so upset. I went and worked out and did what I had to do, come back the next year, and I made the team. You understand what I mean? I didn't get a participation trophy, and there has been one demographic that has benefited more from affirmative action and DEI, and that is opaque women. Uh, uh, of course, when these programs were instituted and when they were lied about and propagandized, they were all stating how this is going to balance the table for the minorities. It's going to balance the table for all these people that is going to. All it did was put the opaque chick right below the opaque male. Guys like me, we benefited the least out of affirmative action and DEI. You sister girls that are on this call with me right now, y'all benefited more than us, but less than everybody else. So DEI and all of that shit being gone opens it back up to merit only. I don't know about anybody else on this call, but if I'm going in for surgery, I want the number one dude or chick who graduated from medical school. I don't want that DEI doctor. I don't want a DEI mechanic. I don't want a DEI dentist. I want the best available one. I don't care if it's green or whatever. I want the best available person to do the job for me. And that's how I feel about it. But of course, we have others that want to hang their hat on this. Oh, it's going to take away opportunities. Well, we didn't have no opportunities anyway. I was explaining to somebody that I worked in corporate America from the late 80s through the middle 2000s. And every job I had, I was the only brother in executive role, the only brother in management. And I had to deal with the BS politics. I had to deal with them borderline racist jokes. I had to deal with getting passed over for promotion because somebody son or nephew or daughter or niece needed a job. And the only time I got a raise in corporate America is when I changed jobs. I got every job I got in corporate America because of my ability. I wasn't filling no quota because they wasn't looking for a black dude without a college degree to be a financial controller or an accounting manager. That just wasn't something that was on their list to be looking for. So I'm happy and I'm grateful for that. Some of the things that going on, I don't know yet. It's still up in the air. I'm willing to at least wait until the first 100 days before I make any type of assessment about what is going on politically over here. I'm gonna open it up real quick. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about the first part of 2025 and what's been going on uh, pretty much here in America. So I open up the floor. Anybody would like to share how they're feeling about what's going on? And there's no, just because I feel the way I feel, that's me. And I'm gonna always be authentically me, unapologetically. You may have different feelings, different thoughts about it. This is the time we can open it up and share. Hey, Robin, glad you can make it. Looks beautiful outside. Where are you at? Good, 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 good.
Craig Ridge Park. Am I breaking up with the wind?
No, we can hear you fine.
Okay, so 2025 so far in America, I am my America, so I don't really have time for all that right now. I'm living my life. I'm my priority, and
Absolutely.
whatever else is going on out here is going on. I feel like, yeah, I don't have time really to even focus on it. But like you say, to each his own. So everybody has every right to feel and focus
Absolutely.
on whatever they want to. So for me, 2025 has been amazing so far. Challenging, so challenging. With a family member who, we're I'm redefining the relationship.
Boundaries, man, boundaries
Yeah,
on
I kind of spoke
boundaries.
about it
Yeah,
last
boundaries
time, but
only upset the one who's going to abuse it anyway. Right.
yeah, so I mean, it's just been the work that I'm doing to free myself, and
Mhm.
to live a different life and to have a different perspective and a healthier situation.
Absolutely.
Um, has been the journey to that has been amazing. It's been challenging, like I said, but that has been my focus for the first what 5 weeks of
Yes.
2025. That's been my focus.
Good for
And
you.
I'm grateful for the amount of growth that I see. Somebody was saying the other day, when are you gonna, she said something like, when are you gonna get it? Like, you need to just cut this off. And I'm like, I'm really to a point now where I'm where I'm cutting people off who try to tell me how to live how to live my journey too. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
Um, for some people they can quit smoking overnight or whatever the addiction is. For some
Mm-hmm.
people it takes a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving my journey because
Absolutely.
if it takes me a little longer to process it, then I know that for me, there's real change happening versus me just hopping over something, not really dealing with it, and then 4 months later it shows up again.
Come back in the
So
circle. Yes.
so I'm good. I'm thankful. I'm grateful for every hurdle.
Good.
I'm grateful for, every opportunity for growth, and I'm looking forward to another month.
Yes, yes, very good, very good. I do want to thank you for sharing that and let you know that we still need to schedule our consultation so I can give you the reading. So look at your schedule, see how you're feeling. Um, um, Only days that are really no go for a reading would be Thursday because that's the day that I know for sure every week that we will be broadcasting. Tuesdays, I'm kind of building in a new schedule, new daily routine, and Mondays and Tuesdays I deal with one-on-ones. So Monday or Tuesday, um, or Friday would work. So just it's not a rush. I know you still probably have to pick back up in the reports and look at them again, but whenever you're ready for your reading, just let me know, reach out, and then we will schedule it. Anybody else? Anybody else want to give a little 2025 update?
Gotcha. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
I feel like 2025 came in with a big boom. Um, but I just kind of had to take a minute to really like disconnect from all of the everything that was going on because everybody has a way that they feel about it, and people want their opinions, their point of views to be heard and understood. I don't necessarily care to be the person that hears and understands them. Like, I got my own stuff going on. And for me, it's just been a lot of like exploring and just discovering new parts of myself and new parts of the world and exploring, I guess, depths and areas that I haven't seen before, that I haven't ever um, attempted or cared to utilize. Um,
Hmm.
so that's pretty much what's going on with me. I know, like, as far as politically speaking, it's a lot of people, a lot of my loved ones that are very dissatisfied with what's happening right now.
Hmm.
And again, leave me out of it. I don't care.
I'm going to touch on that. I'm going to touch on that in the show because it's actually not really just because they feel some type of way. This shit is being orchestrated by the cosmos, man. Everybody has a part to play. Some folks are going to be a part of the resistance and the victims, and some folks are going to be part of the revolution and the winners.
Right. And I understand that. It's just that I know how I feel about it. And I'm not mad about him being in office, you know?
I'm not either.
So when people present it to me, it's like they have so much hatred toward him in the situation. And I'm like, that's the energy that I don't care to entertain. So
Right.
go have that conversation with somebody else.
I tell
I
folks
do
like,
under
yeah, I tell them all the time, if that's what you feel, then good, good.
yeah.
I don't feel that strongly one way or another about the cat. I don't care one way or another. I don't know Donald Trump. I don't know him
I literally
from a
wait until
can of
they
paint.
take a breath and I say very calm and politely, I don't care about Donald Trump or Kamala.
I don't know either one of them. Either one. Either one.
But yeah, that's pretty much my stance on everything. As far as the DEI, I also was not upset about that. Because I have a lot to say about that, but this ain't I don't
This
feel
ain't the
like this is
forum. Right,
yeah.
right. I got you. I got you. I got you.
that's my stance on everything.
Thank you for that, honeybee. Thank you for that. Anybody else before we run on to the show?
Yes.
Go right
Excuse
ahead.
me. Um, yeah, I've definitely been noticing over the past like couple months, including once in the new year, people are very triggered by everything that this one person do. And it's like, you know, who angers you controls you, right? Like, that's crazy. But, you know, I just find it to be like everything else, a form of entertainment, nothing to get too wrapped up into. And I do feel like so far this year, it has been very enlightening.
Yes, eye-opening, awakening, illuminating. I mean,
Hmm. It's like the whatever leftover that was hidden is no longer hidden anymore. It's
it,
is there now. You got to see it.
it's a 27-9 universal year. The end. It is the end. Sorry if you don't like that. It's the end. Sorry, not sorry. Nine is the culmination of shit. So, shit that is associated with the nine is going to happen. It's going to happen. Thank you for that, Miss Williams. I really, really appreciate it. This is On the Sevens with Pi Frisbee Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. I am Pi Frisbee Metatron, your hostess with the mostest. And you guys know the drill. Today is a very good day to be me. You know, every day is a very good day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I bees this, and I require this. We are going to jump straight in today to the February 2025 monthly soul vibrations. Uh, Changed up the format a little bit. I also been doing some editing work and format changes. You know, I'm adding, I'm blending, you know, numbers, cards, and astrology into these soul vibrations. So I'm seeing what feels right, what doesn't, what works for the monthly vibe versus a weekly vibe versus a special event vibe versus, you know. So this is February 2025's monthly soul vibrations. According to the numbers, February 2025 is a universal 11-2 month. There will be a serious spiritual overtone and the vibration of radical change will solidify and signal the time of tremendous societal shifts in perspective and in actual ability to realize that radical change is here and happening, regardless if you like it or not. 11 February is a natural 2 months anyway. With the way the numbers fell this year, it's an 11-2 month. And already, this is only the fourth, already I can see, sense, and feel the spiritual overtone to everything that is going on here in America and here in the place where I live, Las Vegas, Nevada. I can also uh, sense, seal, and feel and believe that the vibration of radical change is solidifying, whether I like it or not, whether you like it or not, whether it it is acceptable to you, whether the changes that are coming or the changes that have been announced are acceptable to you or not. There will be a serious spiritual overtone, and the vibration of radical change will solidify and signal the time of tremendous societal shifts in perspective and in actual ability to realize that radical change is here and happening, regardless if you like it or not. Guess what, y'all? The universe does not need our permission or approval to institute radical change, nor does it need our full cooperation? Whenever anybody that I know that doesn't personally know Donald Trump tell me that they hate him and he's a convicted felon and he's a rapist and all that stuff. And there's no way that he should be in the office and all of this and all of that. I tell folks, well, if that's the level of your understanding, then okay. I mean, I could see how you would feel that. What's happening in America and thusly to the world has very little to do with Donald Trump, the person. Donald Trump is the change agent that the cosmos, the universe, installed to get the radical change done. The same old folks wasn't going to do nothing but keep on lying, keep on stealing, keep on talking out of both sides of their mouth. And this is on both the red team and the blue team. And for anybody that thinks there is a difference, there's a red team and a blue team, there's a uniparty. They both are just a diseased wing on a sick and rotting bird. There's just one wing is on the left and one wing is on the right. But the whole bird is diseased and it's dying and decaying. And it's time for the radical change. Most of the folks who are mad are the ones who've been screaming for change for decades. And if they can get out of their feelings, they may be able to see that the changes that they seek are not so far away. February 2025 will be a month of confrontations. Anybody been in a confrontation since February rolled over? You just put your hand up. I've been in a couple already. And y'all know I love confrontation. That's yeah. I'm the confronter. Don't when I was a kid in school and somebody run up to me and say, "Billy said this about you," I'd be like, "Shut up!" I go run over to Billy and ask Billy what the fuck you just say. Yeah. February 2025 will be a month of confrontations. Reality will confront ideology. And what I mean by that is the realness of your situation is going to bump heads with political or societal ideology that sounds good but ain't produced shit for you. And you're going to have to deal with that confrontation. You're going to have to balance that confrontation. It's happening already in LA, state of California, where their ideology, their political ideology for all those years is getting punked by the reality of the fires. And now they're scrambling and I'm going to blame you and I'm going to blame you. And we're going to blame him and we're going to blame her. And no. Common sense will confront emotional rhetoric. Common sense, honesty, you can swap in honesty for common sense will confront emotional rhetoric. You know, y'all know the story about the boy that cried wolf, you know, just running in, or the sky is falling, Chicken Little. Oh, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. He came running into town every day talking about the sky is falling. After about 4 or 5 days, folks was like, boy, if you don't get out of here with that, sky falling, sky is falling is emotional rhetoric. Common sense is, let's see what's really going on. Let's judge this for what it is, not for what we want it to be. And then radical change will confront the status quo. I don't know about anybody else, but I would love for the United States government to make sure that every citizen of America is straight as far as housing, food, clothing, the not just the bare necessities. I'm talking about fully straight, got an abundance before we even think about sending millions of dollars over to some other country to fund whatever horse shit nonsense that they want to fund. And you guys know that that's money laundering. You know, they say they send 200 billion to Ukraine. Ukraine now saying they only got 75 billion. Where the other 100 and something billion went? Oh, let's look at the people on these committees. Let's look at the senators and the House members and all the folks in these cabinets, and let's check their bank accounts. And let's check their families' bank accounts. See where that money goes. I would rather the government send the money back to the people who pay taxes before you send in millions of dollars over here to help some other country. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you know need to be stingy and all that, but America had turned into a lot of these countries ATM. America's broke, y'all. She ain't got it like she had it before. America need to be walking up and down Tropicana, if you know what I mean. uh, uh, and we could not keep going the way that we're going. I mean, we got basketball players, and I'm not shitting on the ball players to make the money that you can, but we got one guy on the team making $50 million a year. We got guy on the baseball team, they signed him for $500 million. That's unsustainable. It's unsustainable. That's why a regular person can't even go to a game anymore. Barely can afford to watch it on your television. Radical change will confront the status quo. And with the cosmos directing all of this, status quo getting beat, getting skunked. It's getting skunked. I told somebody this the other day. I'm going to be a spry 80 years old in 2043 when this Pluto and Aquarius transit is over, so I could see all of the radical change that has taken place during the transit. And I am grateful for this transit because I got granddaughters that are not even teenagers yet, and I got grandsons that are not even teenagers yet. Yeah, they're going to have a better path, a more equal access path. I don't know what is going to come of all of the change. I do know that it will be a better situation for all involved, not just those of one ilk or the other. Any comments? Any questions? All right. Those that attempt to oppose, resist, or in any way disrupt this radical change will do themselves a grave disservice and delay their individual spiritual growth. They'll get run over. Those that actively embrace, encourage, and inspire this radical change will become the new innovators of change, thereby taking society forward at an accelerated pace. 11 is the master number of the spiritual messenger. February 2025 definitely has a spiritual message for each of us individually, as well as the collective human society. Collectively, society will be pushed into confronting everything that is currently deemed unfair and oppressive. Individually, we each will be confronting the conflicts within ourselves that have kept each of us from thriving and ascending up into the life and lifestyle we each desire at the soul core level. Many will be expressing themselves through the vehicle of their own fears, and many will align with the victimhood mentality and perspective, while a few will express themselves through the vehicle of their own common sense, logic, and sound reasoning, and a few will align with their mastered self and start living and being a truly authentic life and lifestyle, not touched or moved by the chaos that will surround them. Which side you choose will determine how your reality will shape going forward into the future. And that's according to the numbers. Any comments, any questions about the numbers, the numerology for February 2025? Nope.
I mean, for me,
Oh,
let me just close the door. For me, that kind of sums up, what I was saying before. Like, it is what it is. I really do believe that it's almost like you have to well, you don't have to do nothing.
mm-mm.
But when you get to a place of knowing who is when I say who,
I know what you're
consciousness,
talking
you know
about.
what I mean? The
Yeah,
universe, like this thing is doing its thing. And
it's
so
doing its thing.
why are we been all out of shape about a person,
That
a
part.
person or the whole government or any other part of this, reality? Like it's doing what it's going to do, what it needs to do. Change has to happen. And so why would I allow that to dictate my emotions every day, my
Absolutely.
my perspective, my world, and how I live my life? Like,
Absolutely.
just not going to do it. So I'm going to focus on my universe, which, all in me is my universe. And I'm going to be the God that I am and create the life that I want, regardless to what all is going on.
Absolutely.
And if it
Absolutely.
all falls apart, then it was supposed to. And don't we want it to? I mean, this is shit.
Yes, look, I want the shit to come crumbling all the way down to the ground.
It's a mess, and it's been a mess. And like you said, no matter what, DEI, ABCDEFG, whatever, it's all been a mess.
It's
And
been a
it
mess.
and it's time for change. And change, we always think we know what it's supposed to look like,
Mm-mm.
and
No.
it's supposed to feel like, and I
Yeah.
think that is the problem why people resist change even in their personal life, because we've been trained into this easy button drive through microwave. Everything's supposed to be easy and quick.
Mm-mm.
It's hard work. It's painful sometimes. It's difficult sometimes, depending on, but whatever, you got to go through it to get through it.
That's right.
So
That's right.
I love the reading. I'm good with it. I feel like it just what is the word I want to confirm in me that I have the right perspective.
Absolutely. You're on
So
the right side you're on the right side. You are not going to attach and align with the victimhood mentality and
no way,
perspective. No,
no
you are
way.
going to attach to your mastered self, and regardless of the chaos around you, you're going to thrive.
Yep.
It's like
And
I tell people all the time, I don't give a shit about the economy. I don't care about inflation. I don't care about the price of nothing because I've created my own economy. I live in my economy, not the economy of America or the world. And as long as I am breathing and walking on this side of the dirt, that economy will produce what it produces for me, regardless of who's in the White House. It doesn't matter. My economy is recession proof. It is because I don't depend on no one but myself. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. According to the cards, February 2025 will be the jumping off point for many as well as serve as the initial instigation of the recalibration of America and thus the recalibration of our global society. Now, the real jumping off point was July 13th when Trump got his ear clipped by that bullet. That was at the actual real jumping off point for the recalibration of America. But however, it needed to take a few more steps, a few more baby steps. Uh, so, so this, and then he just took office a couple weeks ago. I think he's been in office 3 weeks now, right? Yeah, 3 weeks. 2 weeks actually. Um, so this month is the jumping off point uh, for many on either side of this. If you're gonna be a victim or you're gonna be a winner, it's a jumping off point for both sides. And it is the initial instigation of the recalibration of America, and why I furthered that with the recalibration of our global society. America is the hub of 3D. What I mean by that, everything is outside of America. America is here, and everybody's spoke is in that hub. So whatever happens to the hub, y'all feel me, is going to happen to them spokes. If the hub loses a bearing, then the wheel can't turn. The spokes, everything attached to it is nothing. So once the recalibration of America begins, the recalibration of our global society begins. And we can already see things that are happening around the globe. People are rising up against their tyrannical governments. People are rising up against dictators. People are rising up who never would have risen up before. And it's all because of this Pluto and Aquarius transit and all of the things that are happening right now. Anybody want to comment or add anything into that? It's the jumping off point, and it's like my grandmother used to say, it's fitting to really jump off. Fitting to. Yeah. February's 2025 Crown Position Monthly Overview is the King of Clubs, mental mastery and mastery of your mind. The King of Clubs represents, this is the overview for the month of February, according to the cards. The King of Clubs represents someone who wields much power and authority through their acquired or developed knowledge. This month may see you having much to do with such a person, or displaying and dealing with this side of your own personality. As a king, this person demands the respect of others and usually gets it. Often, they are found as the head of some business or establishment. In any case, they are people who live by their own truth and do not like interference from others. You will find yourself exhibiting some or all of these characteristics this month, and these can be applied to much success in your work. This can be especially good if your work involves writing, communications, publishing, teaching, or speaking. Any mental type of endeavor is bound to meet with success as a result of this influence. The King of Clubs is the top of the suit of knowledge. Um, and all of us will have better control and mastery of our mind, our mental thoughts, our thought processes, and how and why we react to certain situations, circumstances, events, and happenings. Um, Anything that you dive into, any spiritual knowledge, any secular knowledge, any training manuals, any new class you may take this month, anything that you that deals with data and information and the transfer of data from one source to you or from you to a source will be marked for success. I am very excited about uh, this monthly overview, coupled with what I know is my yearly theme. And my yearly theme is dealing with uh, writing, communications, publishing, teaching, and speaking. So I'm very, very excited about February's Crown Position Monthly Overview. February 2025 Change Agent Incoming Energies is the Jack of Diamonds, creative marketing and brand awareness. We have a Jack of Diamonds on the call with us today. This month, you may find yourself focusing a lot of your time and energy into creative ways to make money, especially by selling or promoting products and services that you are involved with. I'm going to tell you guys about a new product and service that I'm involved with in a minute. This position definitely has some benefits on the financial level if approached with a definite plan or direction. Your creativity is running high, and you may feel somewhat playful as well. Just do not allow the playfulness to turn into irresponsibility or dishonesty. And this should be a month to remember when many of your financial goals are realized. I had someone who was very near and dear to me packed up and moved from Las Vegas last week. Somebody I was in partnership with at a esoteric shop a couple of years back that COVID took it away. And there were a lot of crystals and things of that nature that just were too much for them to take with them, and them wanting a clean break and a fresh start and all of that. I am in possession of I'll just put it this way. I got a whole crystal shop right here in my studio. So I will be putting together for the spring equinox next month. I'll be putting together um, uh, manifestation kits, manifestation for abundance, manifestation for health and healing, manifestation for new relationship, uh, and then manifestation for money. I also will be putting together ritual kits. You know, when we do our chakra alignments and cord cutting rituals, when we do our trauma and childhood trauma and release rituals, and when we do our portal opening and closing rituals, I'll have kits for that as well. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to being able to provide that additional product and service to all of you who would be able to take advantage of it. Would like to take a moment to give a shout out to Victorious. It's been a while since Victorious has been on the Zoom part of our call. We are grateful and thankful that you have joined us, Victorious.
Thank you for having me. Hi,
Absolutely,
everybody.
absolutely, absolutely. You are welcome. You are welcome. All right. February 2025, creative talents to be expressed. The 10 of Spades, hard work pays off tremendously. This month can bring a sudden success or a quick return for work done. This could be success in speculative deals, short trips, or in some Mercury ruled pursuit. These would include education, writing, speaking, communications, publishing, or teaching. You have great mind power that you can use to get quick returns now, and you may receive much recognition during this month, especially if you deal with communications, educations, and mental projects. Y'all see the theme already coming through? We had the King of Clubs as the overview for the whole month, and the creative talents to be expressed is through the lines of the same thing that the King was talking about. All right. February 2025, expansion and abundance opportunities. The 6 of Spades. Stick with and improve what is already working. During this month, your business, health, and financial interests should be running smoothly and steadily. Staying in your current business or current entrepreneurial way of making money brings the most rewards now, and it may be difficult to affect any changes now. Look for ways that you can get more out of what you are doing with whom you are currently involved. It is likely that there are some favors or rewards owed you that will come your way before this month ends. Remember, the more you give, the more you will truly receive. Yes, Victorious.
The last card you mentioned, you said the 10 of spades.
Mm-hmm.
Is that equivalent to the 10 of wands?
Yes, absolutely. It would be yeah, 10 of wands is the 10 of spades. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. February's 2025 obstacles, learning, and growth opportunities is the 2 of Hearts. Connecting with and nurturing a karmic relationship. This month may bring a karmic relationship into your life. You may have a close friend or lover who needs your help to battle an illness or burden. They may, in turn, become a burden for you. Any intimate affairs begun this month will likely have a fated quality about them, fate, Fated, about them, and are likely to be challenging in one or more ways. You may be learning about the responsibilities that go along with love or your personal sexual expression. The net result of such lessons in love will be a more mature you, capable of acting with integrity and fairness in your most intimate relationships. Robin, did you have your hand up? No? All right. February 2025 personal challenge vibration is the 9 of Spades. Let that shit go, finally. In many ways, this will be a month of completions and endings. You may lose your job or have to contend with lingering health problems that force you to change your habits. You could even lose someone you know, and this passing may not be easy for you to digest. What is being called for this month is for you to let go of certain important parts of your lifestyle that are no longer good for you or those around you. Whether you can see it or not, you have reached a place of completion in these areas and need to move on. If you resist, it will seem like these endings are being forced upon you. See this as a month of completions as you prepare for a whole new chapter in life. All right. And then February 2025, manifesting your goals, desires, and active pursuits vibration. And I had to laugh when I laid out the cards for this because this is the 9 of diamonds. Really let that shit go finally. Giving up things, people, or jobs that you once valued highly will bring many blessings and rewards this month. On some level, this is a month to let go of the past and prepare to move on to many new and better things. Usually, we are afraid to let go of things in our life, afraid that the loss will deprive us of something important and essential to our happiness. However, this month you are protected, and all completions will bring you greater fortune and happiness. Any comments, any questions, any concerns according to the cards? I will send the numerology part and the cards part. I'm going to post that on my website, and I will send anybody their zodiac native uh, reading, but I'm not going to post that because my software. I've come to realize over the years that the software that I use, some other folks online use it and they post the same shit. It's posted like 3 or 4 or 5 different times, and I don't like to do all of that. Plus, I like to post my own original shit, and yeah, what I just read to you both is my own original stuff. All right, any comments, any questions before we get to the planets and the signs? All right,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Alex, I wanted to, because I literally was just talking about letting go of stuff probably like a couple hours before the call today, and I was just like, it's been in the back of my brain for the past few days, and then both letting go of things and beginning new projects. But I feel like it's been a push toward both of those things the past couple of days, like over the weekend, exactly. When I went to go visit my family, and my cousin was like, let me help you do this, this, and this. I went to school for X, Y, and Z, and I know exactly what you need to do. I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't take it seriously because, people just be talking sometimes. But then she called back today and was like, I'm writing out your business plan. I was like, okay. Um, and then with that, I was just also thinking too, like, this isn't healthy for me. This is stressful. I should let it go. And then I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. But this was just the confirmation that I needed for both of those things. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. According to the planets and signs, February 2025 is a month of renewal and forward motion, blending dynamic energy with moments of introspection to guide us towards growth, connection, and meaningful new beginnings. With the planetary phenomena, the so-called parade of planets, which means Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Venus, Neptune, and Saturn forming a giant arc of alignment, is currently in its strongest part of its transit. It started uh, um, in January on the 21st, around the 21st, and it peaked uh, in its upward strength on the 29th. It is holding steady where it held at the 29th. So we're currently in the strongest part of this transit. Uh, Mercury will be replacing Saturn in the lineup on the 28th, on February 28th, thereby amping up the festivities. Anything Mercury comes into is going to add some and excitement to it because Mercury is quick moving. Uh, February, because of all of that, February 2025 is the month for each of us to get absolutely clear about manifesting 1 or 2 goals, desires, or active pursuits, and for setting precise and specific intentions and affirmations. With the planets lined up the way they lined up, and it's going to be happening a few times during the year, and in March, we'll have even 8 of them in a line, and that will be a supercharged time. But when they do line up, it's rare, but it happens. Um, uh, Not regular, but it happens often enough that it's not something that um, is so dramatic. But it is dramatic in the fact that with those planets in that so-called giant arc of alignment, that means everything that you need, want, and desire, and everything that you specifically and precisely intend and affirm will manifest. Because it's a smooth, it's just boop, boop. Your stuff doesn't have to go shoop, 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 back and make it square. No, it's a 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. Many levels of ascension, cosmic growth gates, soul expansion lanes, and other universal portal places will be wide open throughout the month of February. And from clear and concise thoughts will come our most profitable outcomes. February begins with a bold and adventurous tone as Venus enters Aries on the 3rd, urging us to embrace confidence and take initiatives in matters of love, creativity, and self-expression. This is a time to chase passions and make daring moves, especially in relationships and personal projects. On the 4th, today, Jupiter stationed direct, ending its retrograde phase and bringing renewed momentum to areas of growth, abundance, and long-term opportunities. Plans that may have felt stuck now gain traction, and optimism surges as we look towards the future. Mid-month brings a dramatic shift as the full moon in Leo on the 12th highlights themes of individuality, courage, and creative expression. This lunation invites us to step into the spotlight, celebrate personal achievements, and embrace our uniqueness with pride. It is a powerful moment for releasing any fears around self-expression and allowing our inner light to shine. The energy takes a softer, more introspective turn as Mercury enters Pisces on the 14th, followed by the Sun on the 18th. This Piscean influence encourages deep reflection, heightened intuition, and a focus on emotional connections. Communication becomes more empathic, and we are inspired to approach challenges with compassion and creative solutions. This period is ideal for artistic endeavors, spiritual practices, and connecting with our inner world. It'd be a good day to, Valentine's Day be a good day to have a ritual. Because, yeah, portal will be open. On the 23rd, Mars stations direct in Cancer, bringing clarity and resolution to lingering emotional conflicts. After months of introspection and re-evaluation, we are ready to act decisively from a place of emotional security. This transit helps us balance personal needs with external demands, creating a more harmonious dynamic in our lives. The month concludes with a new moon in Pisces on the 27th, offering a fresh start in areas tied to dreams, imagination, and spirituality. This is a powerful time to set intentions that align with your heart's desires, focusing on creativity, healing, and compassionate growth. As the month comes to a close, the balance of fiery initiative and watery introspection invites us to move forward with both passion and purpose. Any comments, any questions, any concerns with what the planets and the signs have to say? Yes, Nikki, go right ahead.
I had to find my unmute button. Here we go. I found that so interesting because on Valentine's Day, I actually have scheduled myself. It was a day of self-love
Mm-hmm.
and a spa day at this spa that does I almost call them energy chambers, but they are mineral chambers. They have about 7 different chambers, an amethyst chamber, a jade
Ooh,
chamber, gold chamber.
ooh.
And I was going to spend the whole day. It's a 24/7 spa,
Uh-huh.
Korean spa, and just spend the whole day. And that was going to be my ritual. So it's in alignment
It
that's
is.
just coincidental.
Oh, it
And
is.
and I said that, and then I was calling it just a day of self love. Treat yourself. Treat
Yes,
yourself to what you enjoy most. And I said I wanted
absolutely.
to go and do like a meditation in each one of those chambers, each one of those mineral chambers. So that was going to be my that and connecting to my higher self.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You are so in line and in tune with the energies and vibrations of the cosmos. And for those of us who are in line and in tune with those energies and vibrations of the cosmos, you will naturally do what this stuff is saying anyway. It's just you will naturally gravitate to your own ritual on the 14th. You will naturally feel the ebbs and flows that are happening, so much so that it becomes just normal for you, normal for me. Uh, 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 Thank you for that, Nikki. All right. Zodiac native soul vibrations. This is sun sign, rising sign, moon sign, and or if you have 3 or more placements in your chart, you want to listen to those natives. So sun sign, uh, rising, moon sign, yeah, yeah. Just you'll know, and if you have an over intensification of it in your chart. I listen to Aquarius and Capricorn because those are the biggest 2 in my chart. Um, yeah. All right. Zodiac native soul vibrations. Aries natives, this one is for you. Venus starts with Venus lighting up your sign, amplifying your magnetism and inspiring confidence. This is a time to prioritize your needs and celebrate your individuality. The full moon in Leo on the 12th illuminates your creative talents and invites you to share your passions boldly. Mid month, Mercury and the Sun in Pisces encourage quiet reflection and self care. Dive into your dreams and pay attention to your intuition. It is a guide toward inner healing. By month end, the new moon in Pisces offers a reset, urging you to release emotional baggage and embrace a gentler approach to life. February is about stepping into your power and embracing new opportunities with boldness and confidence. I like that, Aries natives. That sounds pretty dang going good. Taurus natives, this one is for you. Venus in Aries on the 3rd invites you to step back and recharge your inner batteries. This is a month for prioritizing peace and quiet, allowing you to reflect on what truly matters. The full moon in Leo on the 12th focuses on your home life, encouraging you to strengthen emotional foundations and create a nurturing space. Mercury and the Sun in Pisces mid-month brings inspiration through friends and long-term goals, making collaboration rewarding. As Mars goes direct on the 23rd, communication clears up. By the new moon in Pisces, new opportunities to connect and grow emerge. A month of introspection and steady growth, February invites you to balance inner peace with external connections. Geminis, here you go. February brings a burst of energy to your social life as Venus in Aries highlights friendships and group activities. Engage with others and let your innovative ideas shine. The full moon in Leo on the 12th emphasizes communication, encouraging you to speak your mind and share your knowledge. Mid-month, Mercury and the Sun in Pisces turn your focus to career and public image. Take time to refine your goals and make thoughtful plans. As Mars goes direct on the 23rd, financial issues regain momentum. The new moon in Pisces offers a fresh start for your professional path. That's at the end of the month. February sparks dynamic shifts in your social and professional life, encouraging creativity and connection. All right. Cancer natives, this one is for you. With Venus and Aries lighting up your career sector, February offers opportunities to showcase your ambitions and talents. Do not shy away from stepping into the spotlight. The full moon in Leo on the 12th urges you to assess your finances and embrace a mindset of abundance. Mid-month, Mercury and the Sun in Pisces open the door to new learning experiences or travel plans, sparking fresh perspectives. As Mars goes direct on the 23rd, you will feel a renewed sense of drive. By the new moon in Pisces on the 27th, set your sights on personal growth and exploration. This month brings renewed drive and opportunities for growth in both your career and personal aspirations. Leo natives, I got one for you too. February begins with Venus in Aries, bringing excitement to travel and personal growth. Explore new horizons and embrace experiences that broaden your perspective. The full moon in your sign on the 12th is a personal spotlight. Celebrate your progress and envision where you want to go next. Mid-month, Mercury and the Sun in Pisces focus on shared resources and emotional bonds, encouraging meaningful conversations. Mars, going direct on the 23rd, clears up lingering challenges behind the scenes. The new moon in Pisces on the 27th invites you to set intentions for deeper emotional connections and transformation. February is a time of personal breakthroughs and emotional growth, blending bold action with self-reflection. Virgo natives, this one is for you. With Venus and Aries highlighting shared resources, February encourages you to strengthen bonds and address financial matters with clarity. The full moon in Leo on the 12th brings insight into patterns holding you back, offering a chance for emotional renewal. Mid-month, Mercury and the Sun in Pisces focuses on partnerships, enhancing communication, and fostering mutual understanding. Mars turning direct on the 23rd energizes group activities, helping you make strides towards long-term aspirations. By the new moon in Pisces on the 27th, you will feel ready to set intentions for creating harmonious, meaningful connections. A month for strengthening bonds and finding balance, February helps you align your goals with meaningful connections. Libra natives, Venus in Aries lights up your partnership sector, making February a time to nurture one-on-one connections and collaborations. The full moon in Leo on the 12th highlights friendships and your place within larger networks. Lean into the support of your community, Libra natives. Mercury and the Sun in Pisces mid-month encourages improvements in your daily routines and wellness practices. Prioritize balance and habits that bring a sense of ease. Mars going direct on the 23rd brings fresh energy to your career ambitions. The new moon in Pisces on the 27th invites a new approach to self-care and work-life harmony. February brings fresh energy to your relationships and a focus on creating harmony in all areas of life. Scorpio natives, this one is for you. February's energy begins with Venus and Aries emphasizing health and productivity. Focus on building a routine that supports your goals and brings you joy. The full moon in Leo on the 12th shines a light on career achievements, encouraging you to celebrate your progress and take bold steps forward. Mercury and the Sun in Pisces mid-month inspires creativity and emotional fulfillment. Trust your instincts in both your passions and personal connections, Scorpio natives. Mars turning direct on the 23rd brings clarity to long-term goals. The new moon in Pisces on the 27th offers a fresh start for creative projects or heartfelt pursuits. February is a month of steady progress, combining productivity with emotional depth and creative expression. Sag, this one is for you. With Venus and Aries energizing your creative passions, February is a month for expressing yourself and embracing fun. The full moon in Leo on the 12th inspires you to seek adventure and expand your horizons. Whether through travel or learning, let curiosity guide you. Mid-month, Mercury and the Sun in Pisces shift focus to home and family life, making it an ideal time to prioritize comfort and emotional stability. Mars turning direct on the 23rd clears up financial matters. By the new moon in Pisces on the 27th, set intentions for creating a peaceful, nurturing foundation. This month invites exploration and joy while encouraging you to prioritize home and inner peace. All right, all right. And down the stretch we come. Cappy natives. This one is for you. I always feel like after I get done with Sag, it's like we turn the corner and we're in the home stretch now. Venus in Aries highlights your home life at the start of February, encouraging you to focus on creating a space that feels safe and comforting. The full moon in Leo on the 12th emphasizes shared resources and emotional depth, urging you to balance giving and receiving. Mercury and the Sun in Pisces mid-month brings clarity to communication and sparks new ideas. Use this time to express yourself and connect with those around you. Mars going direct on the 23rd clears up tension in partnerships. The new moon in Pisces on the 27th offers a fresh start for building meaningful relationships. February offers growth through introspection and communication, helping you deepen your connections, Capricorns. Aquarius natives. Here you go. February begins with Venus in Aries, enhancing your communication skills and inspiring creative problem solving. The full moon in Leo on the 12th draws attention to partnerships. Make sure you focus on fostering balance and mutual respect. Mid-month, Mercury and the Sun in Pisces shift focus to your finances and self-worth. This is a time to align your resources with your values and set thoughtful plans for growth. Mars turning direct on the 23rd brings energy to daily routines and wellness. The new moon in Pisces on the 27th invites you to set intentions for financial stability and emotional fulfillment. A vibrant and transformative month, February highlights partnerships, values, and financial stabilities. Aquarius natives. And finally, Pisces natives. That's what is for you. February starts with Venus and Aries boosting your self-worth and encouraging financial growth. Embrace opportunities that align with your values. The full moon in Leo on the 12th highlights health and productivity, encouraging you to refine your routines. Mercury and the sun in Pisces, your sign, mid-month, bring a boost of clarity and confidence, helping you align with your personal goals. Mars turning direct on the 23rd energizes creative projects and joyful connections. By the new moon in Pisces on the 27th, set intentions that honor your individuality and pave the way for personal transformation. February blends clarity and inspiration, guiding you toward personal transformation and creative opportunities. Always remember, always be authentically you, unapologetically, as your mastered self awaits you. Any comments, any questions, any concerns about the individual zodiac natives or any other piece of what I covered today? Any comments?
I just want to say that this has been an amazing reading, from the individual all the way down, to the first part of this whole conversation tonight. And I think it was Courtney that mentioned about letting go. That card I have pulled like 3 times in the last 3 weeks in my Oracle deck, and twice this week. And it's just what, Tuesday? So
Yes.
Sunday to Tuesday. And I'm just like, let go. Let go. I'm excited about February. A lot of the things that you said about writing and business projects and all this apply to me, and so I'm excited that this is the time, because sometimes the things just get stuck and you're like, why can't this come out? Why can't I get this on paper? But I'm excited to know that this is the month to just plug away at it and watch it come together. So
Absolutely.
looking forward to it. Thank you for the reading.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I serve at y'all's pleasure. Y'all know that. This is what I do. This is what I do. Miss Williams, any comments? How'd I do?
I would say you did extremely well, because it's starting at the top, because the week that I had coming into February, I was like, it was literally like a huge, like, shocking, like, wake up, get it together, wake it up, wake it up, wake it up.
Yep.
Like, we're not about to do this again.
Yep. I
Get
got
to
jolted.
it.
I got jolted up. Yeah. Bang. Yeah.
Yeah. So very much on point, very much in line with the Leo energy too. Like Nikki was saying about Valentine's Day, like I have such good energy that way that's coming. So, and then the Virgo as well, very much on point. And of course the Aquarius, always on point. So yes, thank you.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lady D, how are you over there? You all right? Unmute yourself if you can. Okay, that's good. That's good. We will take the thumbs up. We will take your thumbs up. I appreciate you being here. Nikki, would you like to have any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
Sure. Closing thoughts. Goodness, this has just been an incredible start to the year. Beginning of the years are always a massive energetic change, but we got lots of different energetic changes. The planets, it's interesting to just hear about the planetary alignments and what's going on in the cosmos, affecting as above, so below, affecting how we are. And we are all one part of the big scheme of it all. So don't forget that you
Yes.
are part of the universe. The universe is a part of you and
Yes.
us all together as a
Yes.
collective as well. So, and that's where the unity is in play of what we are doing here. And before a blink of an eye it ends, and this is where we have to release those emotions and expectations of what we are holding on to, is that at the end of your lifespan, which is so short as it is, we think 120 years is a long time, but it's
That's very
not.
short. Yeah, it's very
It is a
short.
very short time frame, and where it's about making that impact while you're here on this planet at this point in time. That's what you're here for. You
Absolutely.
are here to make an impact and do what you do. And I watch people just run around and they don't have that awareness.
Mm-mm.
So we have to maintain that awareness as as we grow spiritually as a community, and remind each other of that
Absolutely.
is what we are here for. We're here to impact each other. We are here to help each other grow in all aspects, and we let our egos rise to the surface. And so we've got to release those expectations of our egos and tell our egos to just pipe down a little
Yeah,
bit.
chill out, buddy. Get back here.
Right.
Yeah,
and
get
and
back.
release your ego into the cosmos, and let and do what we do
Yeah,
what we do best. And
absolutely.
so exactly, and just we look forward to the next meeting, because with each and every meeting I think we're going to grow this group.
Yes, we are.
We enjoyed being here on the sevens, so I think that this is a growing group here alone. I mean, your attracting force is bringing more people and more people, so we're, as the word's spreading. So um and then we've got movers and shakers. I think, what was it, Miss Williams is might know some people, but
Yes,
anybody who wants to know what Nikki's doing and up to, I'm like, I'm over here on a Zoom meeting, and I'm not afraid to hide that I'm a spiritual creature and I like astrology, and this is my
absolutely.
path. I'm a techie as well,
Absolutely.
and that's my path as well, and I'm joining all forces. But there are people that'll snub their nose that this is a pseudoscience, but there's just been so many coincidences, and we know coincidences, there are none. So
That's
the
right.
universe, we are part of that big we are part of that big scheme of it all. So
No, no
again,
clue.
I've enjoyed these meetings. I think this is my fourth or fifth one
Yes,
joining in. I look forward to the next one. There's my
absolutely.
closing.
I
That's my
appreciate your presence. I appreciate you being here. Victorious, you are up.
I just want to say I love her picture, her thumbtack.
Oh yes. Oh,
Very nice.
you should see some of the stuff she be posting on her Facebook page. Oh my gosh, I just be like, yes, yeah, I love her art, love her stuff on her Facebook page.
I also wanted to make a comment
Go ahead.
where she talked about being into tech and now getting into astrology. About 2 years ago, I went to a conference. It was online, and they just had so many amazing speakers. And the thing that tripped me out the most was to see how many astrologers that had designed astrology software. So it made me really think about the age of Aquarius. So it's not just tech, it's also astrology. And so now you're starting to see all of this come together. So going back to the comment that she made about being into tech, because I love tech too,
Yep.
but I've always been an astrologer first.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I thought that was very fascinating to see how many astrologers were actually developed astrological web
Software.
software that
Yep.
we enjoy today. Yeah.
That's why it's so important for me to get my numerology software completed. I'm like that far from having it done. I got
That software has changed my life too.
yeah, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's all. I got 6 numbers to go and then I'll have it done.
That's amazing.
So I'm grateful and thankful for that. Thank you for that, Victorious. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else got anything they would like to add before we end our little day today? All right. If not, this has been On the Sevens with Pfeiffer's Beat Metatron, where we come to awaken to our mastered self, ascend with our evolving soul, and expand our consciousness mind. We are thankful and grateful for each and every one of you for your support and encouragement. Please continue to keep On the Sevens with Pfeiffer's Beat Metatron a part of your soul's journey as your mastered self awaits you. Let me leave you with this. As above, so below. As within, so without. As of the cosmos, so in your soul core level, it is so, it is so. Always be authentically you, unapologetically. Until we gather again, goodbye for now. I am Pfeiffer's B Metatron on the Sevens, signing off. Zen Uru, Zen Uru, Zen Uru. We'll see you guys Thursday. Have a feeling we're going to have a guest teacher on Thursday. Stay tuned. See you Thursday.